First Date Follow-Up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Justin is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by a woman named Tristan. So in a minute, we're going to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him a second date. But first, Justin, how long has it been since you heard from Tristan?
Oh, it's been a minute. It's been like 2 weeks. Yeah, it's been like 2 weeks. Like even leading up to the date, we were going like the buildup was like once a day, like quick exchange, like, oh, you know, goofy thing happened on the way to work or whatever. And then it was like leading up to the date, it was like couple times, 3 times a day at some point. And then it just completely dropped. So I feel like after the date, I was like, okay, it'll be at least once a day. And then after a couple of attempts, nothing.
Ouch. Yeah, that's a very obvious.
Yeah.
That's a very obvious ghost. Well, why don't you tell us what happened on the date or how it went?
I mean, the whole date was great. I mean, it was. She's amazing. Like we hit it off with like a meme off. Like we had a group chat going, and like she sent a meme and I sent a meme, and she kind of like privately texted me and was like, that was fantastic. And it was just like, okay, it's on. Were
you guys met like in a group chat? You guys met?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
2025, man.
Yeah, but you got that side text though, so that's a good sign.
That was huge, right? I was like, okay, I was not expecting. It was a pleasant surprise. And then, so anyway, we went out. She was just really great. So we went to, I don't know, I heard good things about like a VR arcade, and I was like, I never tried it. This seems like the type of person that'd be down to try something new with me. So I went for it, and she was down. So we went to this VR arcade, and it was awesome. I'm not a huge gamer, but I dabble, and it felt like she had the same vibe. So we were just being nerdy together, kind of like a different side of me that I got to let out a little bit. And it was just super fun. It was like, this, race to the finish, beat the clock kind of thing. So it had like different scenarios of like fun, stressful situations. It was like a bomb. We had to defuse a bomb. In one of them, right?
Okay.
Right. So it was like super fun and playful. And then, we're doing that thing. And as I'm recapping the whole date, I think this is probably, so we do it in the bomb thing. And she's like, cut the blue wire, right? And then I don't know if it was half joking, like 60% serious and 40% joking. But I went, there's no blue wire. This is how I'm going to die. And I kind of just like went a little crazy. Okay. And I felt like contact on one of my hands. And so like kind of hard contact. Like I threw my hands up when I was like, I'm going to die or whatever. And I felt contact, and I like peeked under my headset, and I saw that and I'm pretty sure I clobbered her arm, like her shoulder.
Oh no.
Like just kind of like flailed and went whap. And I was like, oh shoot. I didn't say shoot, obviously, but like we played it off. Like we kind of laughed it off after that, even though like there were people around and like people were having different reactions. It was a little embarrassing, but we laughed it off and played it cool. We had, the spot had smoothies. And so like, we just, we just chilled out and had some smoothies. And then even after we, didn't defuse the bomb or whatever, we still were able to hang out for a little while. So, I don't,
We'll see if we can figure it out for you. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you, and then maybe get you a second date, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
We'll get your first date follow-up next. Right in the middle of your first date follow-up, if you're just joining us, Justin is on the phone, and he's been getting ghosted by a woman named Tristan for 2 weeks now, and we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him a second date. But before we do that, Justin, why don't you break down your situation for us again real quick?
So met this girl, Tristan. We hit it off. Super, super great connection. We went to a VR arcade. And we were, problem solving with the virtual reality, and I was trying to defuse a bomb. We were both trying to defuse a bomb, and and then in defusing the bomb, I made like a pretty big gesture, and I accidentally hit her pretty good in her shoulder, and we laughed it off. We still had smoothies after the bomb was not defused. And so I'm confused as to why I'm being ghosted, because I'm looking at that situation as the potential reason. But it seems like we resolved it. So yeah.
Well, let's see if you did resolve it. Are you ready for us to call her?
All right. Yeah, let's do this.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Tristan, please?
This is she.
Hey, Tristan, how are you? This is a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Tristan. I'm Nina.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And my name's Jubal. What's up?
Hey, hi.
Hi. Have you ever listened to this show before?
I believe so. Once in passing.
Great. Okay.
Driving around.
That's not bad.
Well, you can always listen to the podcast on thejubalshow.com if you want. Calling you today because we do a segment on the show called the First Date Follow-Up. And what that is where if you go out with somebody and you end up ghosting them, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them. And we got an email about you from somebody. Do you know who would email us?
I may have an idea. Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Who do you think it is?
I don't want to name them just in case, but I kind of feel like I know. Maybe.
Okay.
Is it? I don't know. Jason?
No, it is not Jason. Jason might be wondering why you're ghosting him, but he has not contacted us. But Justin did.
Oh, okay.
Do you mind telling us why you're ghosting Justin?
Well, I ghosted him because he stole a VR headset.
What?
Yeah, he just stuffed it into his coat. So we went on a date and we had VR headsets to use at this, gaming place, and he shoved it under his jacket. And then when we went for smoothies, all I could notice was this weird puff sticking out of his jacket. And that's when I knew, who walks around with a tech bulge? That's not cool. I just don't date people who steal. It's a standard of mine. If you could say that. That's just, no, that was just absolutely red flag behavior.
So you didn't call him out on it or anything, or ask him to try to confirm that it really was a stolen VR headset?
No, I didn't, because I knew it was. I saw him stuff something in his jacket. What else would it be? That's the only thing we were using at the time. So yeah, no, he definitely stole it.
Wow.
So you don't want to go out with a guy who steals things from places that you go to? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Well, thank you for telling us. I do have to let you know that Justin is actually on the phone and wants to talk to you. I don't know if he's currently wearing the VR headset, but he is on the phone.
Oh, God.
Justin?
Yeah.
Did you jack a VR headset?
No. What? I can't help but laugh because it's obvious. I absolutely did not steal. That I wouldn't have stolen the headset when I paid for the whole 2-hour package. I went back. I took it to the counter. You check them in, you check them out, kind of thing. And that's what they told me to do. So that's what I did. And maybe
you
I
tucked it under your
I think
arm.
I remember doing a little bit. Yeah, I did a little bit because we were, I was just adding on to the bits that I was, we were just defusing a bomb, and it felt kind of sneaky. So I was being kind of sneaky, returning the set, being real goofy and trying to play off hitting you in the arm. So I was trying to just just totally, no pun intended, diffuse that situation. I did not steal the VR headset. The VR headset was not a VR headset. It was a stuffed penguin.
What?
It was a stuffed penguin. So it's a giant stuffed penguin. So the prize wall, Tristan, you remember the prize wall? And then you were you kind of commented on how cute the giant stuffed penguin was. So when you went to the bathroom to wash your hands, I kind of snuck, I sneaked, bought it and tried to sneak it. So I wanted to surprise you with it. And then, yeah.
You didn't steal the VR headset. You weren't smuggling equipment out of there once you were leaving.
No, I have no desire to upgrade my. No, I have no desire to upgrade my tech in that way. It was the penguin.
Wait, but so why didn't you give it to her then, Justin?
I kind of just, the smoothie went great, and then I just kind of forgot about it, and then, yeah.
So where's the penguin now, Justin?
I think I actually, now that I realize, I think I left it at the smoothie table.
No!
Yeah. Because I was like, I'll take it to the parking lot, but then it went really well with the smoothies and all that, and I kind of just forgot about. I think I just left that poor little guy there.
Oh my God! You had just a lump in your thing. I thought you were just completely smuggling things out or something, and then we're so.
No, I didn't. I know, and I'm sorry. I'm no way. No, and I'm sorry again for accidentally hitting you in the shoulder. I promise, I really would love to take you out again, and I promise I will not hit you accidentally or purposefully or anything. Any kind of non-consensual physical contact will not take place.
Wow.
And also, I won't pretend to smuggle anything at any given moment.
Oh my God.
I feel like I'm digging myself in a hole at this point. I just would love to take you out again, period.
Tristan, would you like to go out with Justin again on another date? We'll pay for it.
I mean, honestly, that's extremely dorky and just kind of adorable. But also, I'm kind of am I stupid? But I want. I mean, maybe we could go back and find my penguin since it's for me.
Yes,
but
yes.
Go get her.
Let's go back and find your penguin. Let's go back and find your penguin.
Well, congratulations, Justin. You got another date.
Yes. Tristan, thank you so much for the second opportunity. Not going to smuggle anything unless it's snacks and do a movie theater. That's about the only thing I would consider smuggling.
Okay, yes, and I won't judge you on doing any of that. Maybe I'll ask this time.
You won't judge him on curious bulges. Oh, what?
Oh, boy. Oh.
Jubal's first date follow-up.
I'm Stephen Curry, and this is Gentleman's Cut. I think what makes Gentleman's Cut different is me being a part of, developing the profile of this beautiful finished product. With every sip, you get a little something different.
Visit gentlemanscutbourbon.com or your nearest Total Wines or Bevmo. This message is intended for audiences 21 and older. Gentleman's Cut Bourbon, Boone County, Kentucky. For more on Gentleman's Cut Bourbon, please visit gentlemanscutbourbon.com. Please enjoy responsibly.
You know the shade is always shadiest right here. Season 6 of the podcast Reasonably Shady with Giselle Bryan and Robin Dixon is here, dropping every Monday. As two of the founding members of the Real Housewives of Potomac, we're giving you all the laughs, drama, and reality news you can handle. And you know we don't hold back, so come be reasonable or shady with us each and every Monday. Listen to Reasonably Shady from the Black Effect Podcast Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Jenna World, Jenna Jameson, Vivid Video, and The Valley is a new podcast about the history of the adult film industry. I'm Molly Lambert, and I'll be your tour guide on a wild trip through adult films.
We get paid more than the men. We call the shots. In what way is that degrading? That's us taking hold of our life.
Listen to Jenna World on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Thanksgiving isn't just about food. It's a day for us to show up for one another.
It's okay not to be okay sometimes and be able to build strength and love within each other.
I'm Elliot Connie, host of the podcast Family Therapy, a series where real families come together to heal and find hope.
I've always wanted us to have therapy, so this is such a beautiful opportunity.
Listen to Season 2 of Family Therapy every Wednesday on the Black Effect Podcast Network, iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Greatness doesn't just show up. It's built. One shot, one choice, one moment at a time. From NBA champion Stephen Curry comes Shot Ready, a powerful, never-before-seen look at the mindset that changed the game.
I fell in love with the grind. You have to find joy in the work you do when no one else is around. Success is not an accident. I'm passing the ball to you. Let's go.
Steph Curry redefined basketball. Now he's rewriting what it means to succeed. Shot Ready isn't just a memoir. It's a playbook for anyone chasing their potential. Discover stories, strategies, and over 100 never-before-seen photos. Order Shot Ready now at StephenCurryBook.com. Don't miss Stephen Curry's New York Times bestseller, Shot Ready, available now.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Nothing is sexier to a woman than a hot computer programmer making all that dough, rolling around town in his badass automobile with Italian leather seats, sitting next to a dude that smells like bum pee. I'm, of course, talking about riding the bus. There's nothing sexier than a computer programmer who rides the bus. Am I right or am I right? And that's who's on the phone with us today. His name is Adam. He's a computer programmer who has a bus pass. And I point that out because he actually made his date pick him up for his first date. Her name is Robin, and that's the girl that he wants to call today. Adam, what's up? How are you?
I'm all right. How are you guys doing?
Gosh,
Good.
Adam, with all the sexy talk, I almost took my top off for you.
If only you had a webcam.
Where'd you meet the girl that you went out with?
Well, we actually met through a couple of mutual friends.
Okay.
They thought that we would get along because we're both kind of similar. We both kind of keep to ourselves a little bit more introvert. I work in front of a computer a lot. Obviously, you already made fun of me about that. But they kind of set us up a little bit on the internet, and we're chatting on Messenger for a few times, and we agreed to set the date up.
The interesting part about your email to me was that you made her come pick you up because you ride the bus. You don't have a car, or?
Well, yeah, no, I don't have a car right now. I ride the bus because it's just, it works for my lifestyle right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really need a car or a car payment, or, you got to pay the car note and the insurance, and I'm trying to save some money because, I want bigger and better things, and I just don't really need a car right now.
I think that's really respectable. Was she, turned off by that, you think?
I don't think so. When we were talking, I didn't really get too much into it. But,
No, I think you're good. Anytime I've heard a woman talk about a guy who has to take the bus, they're always super impressed by it.
Hey, I dated a bus guy. It's fine.
Well, you can laugh at it, but I mean, there's a lot of people that spend a lot of money for a lot of cars that they can't afford.
Yeah, no, right. You're absolutely right. I'm just saying.
Look at you,
I agree with you. I'm just saying it could be awkward for a girl when she has to pick you up for a date because you have to take the bus.
Yeah, and I can understand that. I mean, that's the one downside about not having a car is that aspect of it.
Yeah, but once she picked you up, how was the date? Was it good?
Well, when she got there a little bit early, I had made reservations, so we had a little bit of time to kill, and I asked her if she wanted to come in, of course, and I was still kind of, getting on the tail end of getting ready, and she was kind of like a female me, and...
Hey.
How so? What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Well, she just was. I mean, she's into gaming a little bit. I like gaming. We kind of talked a little bit about that, and she is also has kind of an IT job, which is similar to my job. She works on computers all day, but she was really cute and maybe a little bit out of my league. But hey, I wasn't going to complain.
So when you met her in person, you were actually impressed.
Well, yeah. If you know anything about the computer industry, it's not flooded with hot girls.
I can't imagine.
Really? Weird. I thought it was just models walking around everywhere on both male and female side of things.
Yeah, go figure that.
Yeah.
All right. So how did everything go, though, when you guys actually went out on your date?
Well, she got to my place, my apartment, and I was kind of coming back and forth out of the bedroom and talking to her while I was getting ready. And then all of a sudden I walked out, and she's like, "Do you have a cat?" And I said, "Yeah, he's probably around here somewhere. His name's Jasper." And she like gave me like a weird look. I don't want to say like a look of horror, but it was almost that. And she's like, I'm allergic to cats. Oh. And I was like, yeah, okay, well let's get out of here. I'm ready to go. I was putting my shoes on. She's like, no, I'm just not really feeling very well. And she said she had to go, and she had to go take some medicine or something. And she took off.
How serious was this cat allergy?
I don't know. I mean, she looked pretty serious, but fast forward 5 days, and I texted her to make sure she was all right, and she hasn't responded, and I don't want to be all creepy and keep texting her and calling her, but I asked our friends that set us up, and they said she's coming to work, but when they asked her about the date, or I guess the lack thereof, she's not really talking about it.
So do you believe her with the cat allergy, that it's that severe? And
well, I mean, she looks serious. I don't know why she would have a reason to lie to me.
I'm just saying, like, if you had that severe of cat allergy, you'd probably be used to asking people before you entered their home whether or not they had a cat.
Or bringing your medicine with you.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I never really dealt with anybody who had a cat allergy. I don't really know the protocol.
All right. And so you haven't heard anything from her since that experience?
Nah, that was it.
Okay. Maybe she did make it up. Any idea why she would make that up?
I don't know. Maybe she didn't like my face.
She's like, yeah, man, I'm actually allergic to your face. Sorry. All right.
What can I say? That's why I emailed you guys.
Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
All right, cool. Thanks.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
A lot of people that listen to the first part of today's second date update might think the girl that we're about to call should be ripped for probably faking a cat allergy to get out of a date. Adam, you said that she went over to your house and she saw that you had a cat and kind of freaked out and got scared and left. And then she showed up to work the next couple of days because you guys have mutual friends that are coworkers. I think she should be commended for obviously getting deathly ill from the cat and then getting like a blood transfusion and still managing to make it into work the next day. I think that's very impressive. And she definitely didn't lie to you at all, Adam.
You guys don't think that she had a cat allergy?
I think you're just catching on to that, Adam.
Yeah. No, I don't think she had a cat allergy. If you're just tuning in for the second date update, that's what happened. Adam met this girl named Robin through mutual friends. She came over to his house to pick him up for the date because he doesn't have a car. She saw his cat and then said she had a cat allergy and hasn't talked to him ever since. But we think maybe she made it up just to get out of the date because we've heard of things like that happening quite a bit. All right, Adam, I'm about to get her on the phone and find out if the cat allergy is real, okay?
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Robin, please?
Yeah, this is Robin.
Hey, Robin, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a morning radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
A morning show? What do you mean?
It's like a radio morning show, We play a bunch of really bad music and talk in between it.
Why are you calling me?
So we recently got an email from a guy named Adam.
That's weird. Why?
Because you guys recently went out on a date and now you won't call him back. It's a segment we do called the Second Date Update. We do it on our show all the time. Adam told us that you guys met through mutual friends and that you were supposed to go out on a date, but right before you guys were about to leave his house, you said you had a cat allergy and then left.
That's true.
Okay,
we're all... story. I don't know what else you need to know. That's what happened.
Okay, well, we're all speculating that maybe you were lying about the cat allergy. Is that true?
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't have a cat allergy.
I don't know about that.
So, did you lie about it?
You can tell us.
I don't think I want to talk about it, you guys.
Oh,
but why would you leave right then and not even give him at least the effort of just one date?
I had a good reason. Just let's leave it at that. Okay, I just want to move forward and forget about it.
Well, can you just tell us a little something? I mean, we talked to Adam. He seems like a really nice guy, and he's just kind of confused.
Creepy.
Did you say creepy?
Creepy, believe me, creepy.
Whoa. This phone call is creepy or Adam is creepy?
That's a good question.
Adam is creepy.
What did he do that was creepy? You barely spent, what, like 15 minutes with him?
It was enough. 15 minutes too long.
Oh!
What did he do?
He took this box out, and he said he wanted to show me something. It was in his closet, and he had a drone in it.
Okay.
And then he started showing me, like, the stuff he's like, the footage that he took, via the drone.
Uh-huh.
And it turns out, like, his personal hobby, when he's not at work, he just, like, spies on his neighbors.
What?
Like he's stalking his neighbors?
No, not really stalking, just observing them, like their daily habits. And like he got really excited when he showed me one family because he said they eat spaghetti every Friday night. So like, how does he know they eat spaghetti every Friday night? He's been observing that. And he was just cracking up like a little kid. And I found it so creepy and so off-putting. I thought of the first excuse I could to get out of there. I just told him about my cat allergy.
That is strange. And you're sure the footage isn't just like on accident? I'm just hoping that it's like he's out practicing flying his drone and he happens to be by a house every Friday.
Because he has footage ongoing. And he was cracking up. Like I said, he knew that one family ate spaghetti on Fridays. I think Tuesday nights another family, or maybe it was the same, they have tuna fish. It's like, this is probably all he does. He goes to work, maybe he works from home, and he does this. That's
So he
it.
flies his drone around the neighborhood filming his neighbors.
Yeah.
And what's weird is that he doesn't realize that it's abnormal, because if he did, he wouldn't show you the footage.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, but I mean, it's just even weirder. It weirded me out. I don't want to talk to him ever again. I don't want to see him.
Yeah.
I got a weird feeling.
He's a pretty sneaky guy, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, creepy.
Yeah. He's actually on the phone listening right now. That's how sneaky he is. And he wants to talk to you. Yeah.
He is not on the phone. No way.
Yes, he is.
Hi, Robin.
Oh my God.
Well, I've been listening to the whole conversation, and I kind of showed you that footage in confidence, and I didn't feel the need to expand too far on it. That's not my hobby. That's another business.
What?
It's another business?
Wait, taking creepy videos of people in their homes while they eat dinner is your business?
No, it's not a creepy video business. It's me and a friend of mine got contracted a while back to create a new app that would expand upon something like Google Maps to get better aerial footage of different neighborhoods. And we started in one geographic neighborhood. And yeah, I think it's funny that that family eats spaghetti every night, but I could really care less what they're doing. We're trying to map the entire city.
Wow.
I don't know if I believe you.
Well, I mean, there's nothing to believe. I mean, it's an app that's been in development. I'd be more than happy to show it to you, but you kind of sound off-put anyway. That's not it's not a creepy kind of thing. We're literally trying to map the entire city so that we can move to another city and start mapping that city with better views, with better aerial views. I wasn't trying to show you something that I have a weird hobby of peeking in people's backyards. I don't care what people do. I'm trying to make my life better. That's why I ride the bus.
You sound so defensive. You didn't explain this to me when you're showing it to me, so, I don't quite feel comfortable to believe all this.
Well, the reason why maybe I sound defensive is because you lied to me about being allergic to my cat and just took off and didn't respond to text messages.
I guess that is a good point. Why didn't you just respond to him and tell him what's going on?
Because I told you guys already, I didn't want him to come to my neyborhood and start taping me. I didn't want to antagonize him. I'm a woman. You shouldn't question why I don't text back a man. My security.
How dare I?
He spies on people. And it's creepy for him to say, why didn't you text me back? Because I don't like you. I don't want to see you again. Deal with it.
To be honest with you, I mean, you're a good-looking girl on the outside, but you're not very good-looking on the inside. So don't flatter yourself.
You know what? Again,
I
need
to your
to go.
neighborhood
But the
and
point is,
take
a woman's protecting herself, and she's told she's not attractive, because of that. And that's just like classic misogyny. So you're not the kind of guy I want to be around. Plenty of men get it. You don't. Let's move on.
Well, I don't want to be around liars, I guess.
Good. Then you don't want to be around me because I lied about my cat allergy, and I would do it again.
I don't. I'm over this phone call. Thanks, guys. I appreciate your help.
Oh my, that escalated really quickly.
And this whole time, all I can think about is there's going to be a new map that's super creepy and shows people in their houses out there.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever used Google Maps?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay, well, this is a better version that is probably going to get bought out by Google.
Well, congratulations. You'll be a rich billionaire, but you'll be all alone. Congratulations.
Whatever.
Well, I guess, I don't know. I obviously shouldn't ask the question, but I guess I'll ask it anyway. Robin, would you like to go on a second date with Adam? I'll pay for it.
No, thanks.
All right, you can pay for it yourself. I don't want to do the whole, hey, males should pay thing. You can pay for it yourself if you want.
Screw you. I know what you're doing.
I'm asking if you want to go out with him again.
Yeah, she's
I
on
don't
to you,
know.
Jubal.
Yeah.
She got it.
We both work with computers. The reason why I showed you any of that was because I thought you'd be into it. I thought you'd think it was a cool project.
You think it's a cool project to videotape your neighbors and get off on that? I don't think so.
Well, first of all, it's not videotape. It's digital video, and I don't get off on it.
So there.
Oh. Adam, can I see some of it? Because I might get off on it.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592. That guy sounds simply adorkable.
Oh, my God.
I'd go on a date with him. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, a lot of people are claiming that the guy is just straight up creepy on our text message board. His name was Adam, and he wanted to call a girl named Robin and find out why he wasn't getting a call back. Well, it turns out while they were on the date, he said, hey, I want to show you some pictures and stuff from my drone. So he flies his drone around his neighborhood and wanted to show her pictures of the neighbors.
Yeah.
And videos that he's gotten of them eating dinner and stuff.
Oh, man.
And he said he was working on it for research for an app that he's going to be creating.
Yeah.
Yeah, but didn't.
She said it was just creepy because all the pictures and videos were of his neighbors, like he was spying on them with his drone.
And he didn't explain the business app part of it until way late in the game.
Yeah.
You know? Right? What do you expect a person to do?
I don't know what to believe, really.
Yeah.
So, turns out she thought he was creepy and did not want to go on another date with him.
There's a lot of people that want to date him, though.
Yeah,
I
there
think
are.
that they see potential in this man.
They could just sit around all day long
Yeah.
and spy on the neighbors, see if maybe you can catch them naked doing some stretches or something. It's fun. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You know, dating is a lot like driving, especially if you're a dude, because you have to learn to pay attention to the signals, right? Like at the end of a date, think of it like you're at an intersection. Okay? If the girl gives you a red light, stop. But oftentimes, they'll give you the green light signal to go in for a kiss or something like that. And a lot of dudes are texting and not paying attention, and they don't pick up on the green light, and there's people honking at them like, just go for it, go for it. And then before they know it, the light turns to red, and they've missed their opportunity to get through the intersection. That happens to a lot of people. Hannah, who was on the phone today for a second date update, thinks that the guy she went out with didn't know how to read her signals correctly and didn't go for a kiss at the end of the night. Hannah, how are you?
I'm okay. Little nervous.
A little nervous? Don't be nervous.
We don't blame you.
You're fine.
So tell us a little bit about the guy you want to call today. I know in your email you said that you think he wasn't very good at picking up on your signals, but let's first find out about your date. How'd you meet him?
His name's Eric.
Mm-hmm.
I met him at my church's young adult singles group.
I've never been to a singles group for a church. Do you all get in a room and you pair up? Do you do speed dating? What happens?
Pair up?
I don't know.
At our church, they just have some music playing and there's snacks and hors d'oeuvres, and usually everyone sort of hangs out at first with the people they know, and then casually you sort of start talking to people.
And by the way, church singles mixers where you meet the biggest freaks.
No!
Dude, I grew up in church camps my whole life. I never got more action than at church camps. It's a great place to meet people who are down to mess around. So how'd you meet Eric then when you were at the singles mixer?
Well, he's friends with one of my best friends. So he came over and started talking to me, and, I thought he was cute. He's kind of, goofy looking, but I like that. He was sort of funny. It's important to me, too. So we just started talking.
Did he seem nervous when you guys first met?
No. That night he seemed sort of comfortable, maybe because my friend was there, that he knows really well.
Now, you called him goofy looking. Let me ask you a question about yourself.
Oh.
If you were to say between you two, would you say that you're hotter than him?
Oh, I'm definitely the hot one.
Okay. I'm just wondering, because normally girls who say that, they tend to be hot girls who kind of date down because they like a guy's personality, so I'm just wondering if that's you.
Wait.
Well, I think he's cute, and that's what's really important.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
You know how many times I get that? Like, no, you guys don't understand. Like, I think he's cute. For me, he's cute. For me, yeah.
That's sweet,
But
though.
I do think he's cute. But I would say that most people would say, he's not traditionally handsome.
Okay, so you guys obviously went out on a date after this thing, right? Or are you just calling about?
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you guys do?
We went to go see this Christian church band, and, it was fun. He wasn't as sort of outgoing as he was when I first met him.
Mm-hmm.
He was, I don't know, maybe I would say almost a little bit boring, but a really good listener.
Was there any, drinking involved at all? I don't know how.
No, I mean, I didn't drink anything, and maybe he did before, but since I didn't, I guess he didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess what kind of Christian are you? Are you one where alcohol is an absolute sin, or do you have a couple drinks?
Oh, I can have a couple drinks. I just didn't that night.
I didn't know if you guys were loosening up or anything.
Right, no, maybe we should have.
Yeah. Was there a special moment that you guys shared or, something that really stuck out about that evening?
No, he was just a really good listener, and it was nice. It was nice.
So why do you? Okay, it doesn't sound like a rave review about your date so far.
Not attractive.
Why do you want to call him for a second date update?
Well, because I think that there's potential there. I feel like maybe he's just kind of shy, and so maybe this was like the date where he's super shy, and then he can kind of go back to the guy that I thought was a little more fun that I met with my friend. I would like to hang out with that guy again.
All right, so you want to hang out with the guy before, but in your email, you said that he was not picking up on your signals that you were giving him at the end of the date. What do you mean by that?
What happened was at the end of the night, he walked me to my door and sort of waited, and nothing happened. So then I pretended to drop my keys,
Oh, classic.
Is that your go-to move to let a guy know that you're kind of killing time so he can kiss you?
I don't know, to be honest. I've never had to wait, but so he got them. But I guess he didn't get the clue because he just sort of was holding out my keys. And then I just said, maybe we should hang out again. And he was like, sure. And then he left.
So
did he give you a hug or anything?
Yeah, he hugged me. And then lastly, I sent him a text.
You sent him a text?
Yeah, a couple of days later. I said, how's your week going? And then he replied, it's okay. And
that's all he sent you?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did you say anything else after the it's okay text? Like you try to hit him back?
Did I?
Yeah.
It's the last thing I heard from him, because then I thought, hey, wait a minute, I'm working too hard here, I want to see him, but...
It sounds like to me like he may be just really unexperienced dating. If you guys were to go out again, would you be okay being the person who made the first move?
No.
Okay.
I just think you may have to with this guy.
I've been in that situation before where it's been at the end of a date and I know deep down that I should kiss somebody and then I don't. And then after that, I'm like, I don't even know if I want to go out with her again because now I blew my chance. So, maybe he's feeling like that.
I hope he doesn't think that because I do like him.
Okay. So when I get him on the phone for the second date update, do you want that to be the first thing that I say to him? Like, hey, man up and make out with Hannah already.
Oh, my gosh, no.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, get him on the phone, and get your second date update, all right?
Thank you.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for the second part of today's second date update, Hannah is on the phone with us. She wants to call a guy named Eric. They met at church in a young adults mixer, went out to a concert, and then after the concert, there was an awkward moment where he dropped her off, walked her to her door. And she was putting out the signals that she wanted to kiss. Her signal was she dropped her keys in order to kill time in hopes that he would pick them up and then maybe kiss her. Instead, he picked them up and gave them to her and said, here's your keys. Have a good night. And she hasn't heard from him since, so we're about to get him on the phone. Hannah, I think the problem was that your signal to him was a little weak. I think next time, instead of dropping the keys, you just drop the pants. No question there.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, but there's no question.
Oh, wow.
No? Yeah. You want to try that out?
Oh, my God.
No.
See, I think I wish women would be a little more blunt like that. And then I would be like, oh, okay, cool. She wants to kiss.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, I'm about to dial the phone number and get him on the phone and see what the reason is that he's not calling you back.
Okay, thanks. I'm excited and nervous.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Eric, please?
This is Eric.
Hey, Eric, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Radio? Okay.
All right, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay. The reason that I'm calling you, though, is we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if somebody goes out on a date with someone and then they feel like they're getting blown off after the date, they email us to call that person and ask them why. You recently went out with a girl named Hannah who listens to our show.
Oh.
And Hannah is wondering why you haven't called her or texted her and asked her to go out again.
Okay.
Did you like Hannah?
Yeah, Hannah was fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Do you have a few minutes to tell us why you're not texting her back?
Well, we hung out for about 3 hours at a concert, and I guess I just didn't really know what to say.
Like you didn't know what to say, like it was awkward for you to be on the date, or
Well, for me, she was hard to have a conversation with.
Was she like intimidating or something because she was real pretty?
No. She just said a few things where I said to myself, I was like, I don't think I could see myself having a relationship with this person.
What type of things are we talking?
She just had a lot of her facts wrong.
Her facts about what?
Just like pretty basic stuff.
Can you give me an example?
I mean, for one thing, at one point, she said she thought Islam was a country.
Okay.
All right. That's fine.
Not a
mistake.
religion, okay.
Yep.
All right.
We also were talking about, like, crazy things that we've eaten at restaurants, and I said, like, well, this is pretty common, but I've had duck.
Yeah.
And she was like, duck. Now, would you consider that a meat or a fish?
Really? She said that?
Yeah.
All right. I kind of get what you're saying then. So you don't necessarily feel like she's not as smart as you, but you feel like she might be kind of an airhead a little bit.
Well, it's just like, yeah, I mean, there are different types of intelligence, and I just feel like she lacks a sort of basic factual level
Is there
of knowledge.
Is there any way that she could have just been playing it up and doing the, because some girls do the bimbo thing because they think guys think it's cute.
Oh, yeah.
You could tell it wasn't like she was planning these things. Like at one point we were talking about something, and she goes, I think comedy is so funny.
Obviously.
Yeah?
It's like, yeah, that's what comedy's job is.
I like that. Eric, you and I are a lot different because that I got out with her, I've been like, perfect. You're right on my level. But
funny things are funny.
Yeah,
You're
comedy is a funny thing sometimes. So you just feel like she wasn't on your level then.
Basically, most of the date, I just was sitting there going like, I don't want to be this guy who just spends the whole time correcting her because it just makes me seem like an arrogant kind of know-it-all. And if I had spent my time correcting her, then our conversation would have gone almost nowhere because I would have had to do it like every minute or so. So I just don't think we ever really need to talk again.
Really? That's a shame because she's actually on the phone and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
So I'm kind of confused. I mean, it sounds like, that because I wasn't perfect or didn't know all of the same things that you do quite as well, that you are saying that I'm stupid? Is that what I heard?
I did not once say that you are stupid.
No, you didn't actually say those words, but because I'm not stupid, it certainly sounded like you were saying that I was.
I don't think that you're stupid.
I think you do.
No, I don't. I don't think you're stupid. I think that for the kinds of things that I usually like to talk about and issues that the things that I was kind of putting out there to see what you would say, it wasn't really working out.
I may not be as smart, in certain areas, but I have street smarts, and I think I'm pretty bright. I mean, okay, for example, I was right. Comedy is funny.
It is.
And tragedies are sad.
She has a point, Eric. She was right.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're not wrong about that. But I think that, if you don't get why that's kind of a weird thing to say, then I think that is kind of the issue right there.
Here, it's true.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But also, we don't need to talk about how water is wet,
Maybe we do.
Then, see, if you think that, then that's fine, but I am so not interested in talking about that.
Wow.
I think you're being kind of picky, Eric. I mean, yeah, she gets some facts wrong, and she doesn't really, maybe be book smart, but she sounds like a delightful person.
Can I just point out something? I thought, if you had fun with someone or you enjoyed them, and, if the person was extremely attractive, that was kind of, important, too. And I was willing to I was going to just sort of ignore that part.
See that look?
Whoa.
Eric, do you think that you can ignore her not being on your level intelligence-wise if Hannah ignores the fact that you're not on her level hot-wise? Is what she's saying, I think.
That's a nice balance.
Yeah, I picked up on that.
Oh, my God.
I guess that brings me to my next point then. Would you guys like to go out on a second date? Eric, would you like to go out with Hannah again? I will pay for it. She'll ignore the fact that you're not as good looking as she is.
No, I wouldn't.
Come on, opposites attract.
So you don't even want to go out with me again? I mean, I kind of was being really nice to you still, despite everything you were saying about me. I'm sort of shocked that you don't want to try to make it up to me, You weren't very nice.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but that's the way
okay, so, what do we do now? I see you, at one of the church events, and I see you and I go, hey, there's the guy that thinks I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I guess. And then I'll be like, hey, there's the girl who thinks I'm ugly.
Look at that. It actually is a perfect second date update. It worked out for both you guys. Now we're all on the same page. That is amazing how that actually worked out for them like that. Text in at 78592 says, I'll date her. She's right on my level.
At least people know where they are, right?
It's true. I mean, I guess you can't blame him too much if he just didn't feel like they connected on the intelligence level. I mean, if you go out with somebody you feel like they're not as smart as you, maybe you don't want to go out with them again. Personally, I think it's a great thing.
Yeah, I look for that.
Yeah. It's the first thing I look for.
It's hard for Jose to find, though. Someone below his smarts level.
True.
Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, Brooke and Jubal at moving925.com. We will call the person who didn't call you back.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Every once in a while, we get an email into the show that's like, dude, you got to call my friend right now because they're in a weird situation. We just got one of those from a guy named Brent. He emailed us and said we had to call his good friend Derek immediately because he has a second date update. Derek, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on?
Well, I'm not going to tell everybody your issue that Brent said in the email, but what is your issue right now?
Gosh, where do I start with this? I'm sitting here at this girl's apartment. I went on a date with her last night, and everything went great. She's really cool, and I ended up spending the night, but I'm kind of stuck here right now because she left early this morning. I think she went to work, and she told me to hang around and to wait for a package or something. So there's a really important package. Please hang around. And so I've been waiting, but it's been I'm almost 4 hours now. And
Derek, why don't you just...
I'm sitting here in this apartment just kind of I already took out the trash.
You're just hanging out in her apartment waiting for a package. Why don't you leave? You don't know her that well.
No, well, she was really adamant about this. It was important, and I told her I'd do it. And I only met this girl last night. I met her online. It was our first date last night, and I don't want to blow it. She's a cool girl.
So there's no other weird things that are. I mean, I'm just worried a little bit about you.
Yeah, have you had a chance to go through all her stuff yet? Check out her medicine cabinets.
Well, he's got 4 hours to kill, dude.
Yeah, I had to get the lay of the land, you know what I mean? So, and 4 hours, I've been looking around. She's kind of messy, I will say that, but I've been cleaning up.
Have you tried to call her and be like, hey, no package yet, it's been 4 hours?
Yeah, I've called her, texted her, left her voicemail after voicemail, Like, I may have to bait here pretty soon because I was supposed to be at work 2 hours ago.
Derek, I'm not sure who's more strange, you or the girl who asked you to stay.
I'll let you be the judge on that one, but I'm feeling pretty stupid right now, I'm not going to lie.
I mean, I feel like that's something you ask of your boyfriend, not of somebody that you just met.
Well,
Like, if she could have just been a little bit more specific with the time, but she made it seem like it was going to be right, like, it'll be here any minute.
Derek,
I think that's the last thing she said.
Your buddy emailed us and said we had to call you right away. What do you want our help with? Do you want just our advice on what to do in this situation? I would just leave if I were you.
Okay. I've had that thought probably every 10 minutes for the last 3 hours. But she's a really cool girl, and I got to make a first impression. I got to show her that, like, look how responsible I was. You asked me to do something, I got it done. I took care of it. And so if it was a big deal, which she made it seem like I don't want to screw up something, you know what I mean?
Wait. What makes her so cool?
She's probably just really hot.
Yeah, let's get real. Let's spend the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that was to the point.
If he's waited 4 hours for a package for her, she's definitely hot. So, hey, all right, can we try to call her then?
Oh, please. I've called probably 10 times. Good luck.
She hasn't answered the phone for you?
No.
Okay. All right, we're going to try to call her. We're going to play a song, come back, call her, and then I guess you could call it a second date update. I don't know.
We're still in the middle of the first date, I think.
All right, we're going to call her after this. Hang on, man.
All right, cool.
I want to be Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Derek, if this girl that you hooked up with last night isn't answering any of your calls, why do you think she's going to pick up the phone when we call?
I'm kind of hoping maybe it's from a different number. Or...
Okay. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5. It's the second part of the second date update. It's kind of strange, this one. Yeah. A guy emailed us and said we had to call his friend Derek right away. So we called Derek. We found out that Derek is in a girl's apartment who we hooked up with last night. He's been there for 4 hours waiting for a package because she said, I need you to be there when this package, please. It's very important. Just wait here. He's been trying to get a hold of her because he's like, you said you were late for work, right?
Yeah, I was supposed to be at work 2 hours ago.
Okay. I told Derek to leave, but he still doesn't want to leave. He wants to show her that he's a responsible guy and he can help her out.
Don't you think you look kind of pathetic just staying there?
I think 4 hours is the threshold. After 4 hours, it's pathetic.
It's been nice. Nice guy.
The longer you stay, the more pathetic it gets. All right. Well, we're going to call her. We're not going to tell her that you're on the phone, okay?
Okay, good.
So just hang out.
This is weird.
Yeah, this is super weird.
Hey, is this Alyssa?
Yes, it is.
Alyssa, how are you? I work in the apartment complex that you live in, and we understand you have a squatter in your apartment. Would you like to talk about that?
Wait, I don't understand what?
This is actually Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning on Moving 92.5. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. I have a buddy named Derek, and you've kidnapped him. And I want him back.
Wait,
You know what I mean by that?
Derek, from last night? You know him?
Yes, Derek from last night.
Okay, so why are you calling?
I'm calling because Derek is in your apartment right now, and he's been waiting for a package for 4 hours, and he's been trying to get a hold of you to ask, hey, is this package going to arrive anytime soon, or can I just go? And you haven't been answering the phone, so Derek asked me to call you.
Yeah, he said he'd wait for my package to arrive, so...
Right. But you can see how that's kind of strange, right? You just met him last night.
I mean, he just seemed like such a nice guy. I thought, he wouldn't mind. We had a good time.
Okay. Have you gotten his text messages and phone calls, though?
I saw a text, but I've been in some meetings and stuff, so I guess I didn't really notice.
You realize he's been at your house for 4 hours, right?
Well, yeah, but, you know how delivery things go. You never really know when they're going to show up, so...
I feel like she's using him.
Yeah, you're just using the dude to wait around your house for a package.
No, we just talked, and he didn't seem to mind at all. So, I'll get back to him in a little bit.
Do you feel bad that he himself has his own job to go to, and that you might be making him late?
Yeah.
He didn't really seem to be too concerned when I asked him. He didn't really say that was going to be a problem or anything.
What are you talking about? You made it seem like the package was going to be here. That, like you said, it was going to just any minute now.
Hey, Alyssa, that's Derek on the phone.
Hey.
He's been on the other line.
Hey. Oh, hey. Hey, Alyssa. I've been at your place for like 4 hours. Like, I had to go a while ago. I'm calling you. Like, how did they get a hold of you? What's going on?
Well,
You kind of could have given me a heads up. Hey, my package is going to be 4 hours. Can you wait?
Well, I didn't know. I've been tracking it online this morning to see, and then, once I got there, I would just call and check in. I just really need your help when that package gets there.
What's in the package, Alyssa? I'm curious. Like, what's so important that you're going to make this random dude hang out at your place forever and wait for it?
And miss work.
And you're not even really apologizing.
Well, it's this new dresser. And so, because I'm horrible at building these things. So I just want to make sure that it all gets in there and built right. So
Wait, who's going to build it?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I need Derek to help me.
You're making me wait here to build you a dresser?
I'm not making you anything. Like, you said you'd help me. Like, I thought you were so nice and you would just help.
Is that okay?
Oh my God.
Alyssa, is that true? Like, is this one of those things that shows up and is put together by the delivery man, or were you hoping that Derek would put it together for you?
I think it has some, assembly that needs to happen, so...
So you were hoping that Derek would put together your dresser?
Well, yeah.
Oh, Alyssa, are you interested in Derek at all romantically?
Are you more interested in not having to put together a dresser yourself and having a guy that you hooked up with last night do it for you?
Well, no. I really, had a good time with Derek, so I just thought it was, convenient that he could stay, too. Like, it just all worked out great.
That's like a well thought out plan, but that sucks for me. I could have came over another time when I didn't have to work and helped you with the dresser. You could have just told me that. You didn't have to tell me, hey, there's going to be a package here any minute. Please, it's important. And then run out the door.
Well, it is important because if someone's not there, they won't drop it off.
Okay, yeah, right. Alyssa.
You could have just asked. You could have just told me what was going on. I'll help you with the dresser. That's no problem. Maybe give me the tracking number. Maybe I could track the package and find out. Maybe I can come back and meet him or something. So I don't have to sit around here and wait all day.
Derek, she tried to trick you into putting together a dresser. Don't be willing to do it anymore.
Too nice, man.
You kind of sound like a dumbass at this point.
Or like a pushover.
Well, no, I think he sounds like a nice guy that he'd help me.
Of course you do.
But Alyssa, are you really attracted to a guy who's going to wait around 4 hours to put together a dresser for you, no questions asked?
I think it's great that he'd be happy to do it. I think that's really sweet.
I'm happy to do it. You just need to kind of give me the heads up, give me the info. I have to go to work, and I'll do it for you. Do you have tools? Do I need to bring over tools or whatever? But
he's gonna do
it.
Derek,
you're a nice guy, but are you worried that you're gonna get taken advantage of? If this is your first date, what happens down the line?
Well, obviously we need to work on our communication.
Obviously.
Or you need to learn to not get used. She's using you, Derek.
Derek.
He's falling for it.
Well, Derek, it sounds like you're going to put together the dresser.
And
I will pay for lunch for you if you want to take a break from putting together the dresser and have lunch with Alyssa when she gets back.
Well, I still need to figure out when it's coming. So,
God.
Yeah, we'll make a good time out of it. Maybe we'll order some food and just put together a freaking dresser.
Gosh, Alyssa,
man.
you must be smoking hot.
Yeah, a dresser date?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I think that sounds great.
Yeah, I bet you do. All right, well, I'm glad this worked out for you two.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The guy on the phone to do a second date update today scored a date with probably one of the hardest people to get a date with.
Ooh.
Really?
One of the hardest professions. They're used to telling guys no all the time. And you always dream about getting a date with them, but it never works out.
Oh, I know what you're talking about
I'm
now.
not talking about your local state senator.
Oh, then
Those
we are
women
not on the same
are
page.
constantly turning dates down. the male senators, they're easy to get a date with. Like, they just send you random messages on Twitter all the time. You have to turn them down. But the female senators, really tough to get a date with. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a bartender.
Oh,
yeah. It is tough to score a date with a female bartender. It sure is. Because they're used to just drunk dudes hitting on him all night long, and somehow he did it. His name is Tom. Wow. He's on the phone right now. Tom, I bow down to you. Good job, sir.
Well, yeah, I mean, thank you.
Did you actually hit on her inside her own bar?
You know, I did, but not probably in the way that you think. I wasn't gross about it. I didn't want to be gross about it.
Oh, because I thought for sure you just pulled down your pants and said, you want some of this.
That doesn't usually work for me.
No. I've gotten kicked out of a few bars doing that, so I'm glad you didn't go that route. So how did you do it? Because I'm sure there's a lot of guys wondering. I know I've tried to hit on a few bartenders and always gotten turned down.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I had the fear in me that I was just going to get shot down. So, and I guess this is the embarrassing part. I was like, let's Google how you hit on a bartender. And there's a million articles.
Really? I don't know why that shocks me.
There's so many. And the thing is, it's sort of like pretty commonsensical, which is like, don't treat her like she's a bartender, just treat her like she's a human being. And how do you interact with human beings? You like find commonality and you actually talk to them like a person.
Oh, so just like you're hitting on a regular person.
Yeah.
Weird.
Huh.
You just blew
Interesting.
And you know that sort of idea of like, I'm not hitting on you because you're hot. I'm hitting on you because I think you're interesting. We might have something in common.
Right.
Well, again, now Jubal's out.
I'm so confused.
He's so out. This is never going to work for him.
What's her name, by the way?
Her name is Heather.
Heather, all right. And did you stay there until closing time? How did you?
I absolutely did. I mean, I stayed there as long as I could because I didn't want to like be like, so what's up? You know, when she's trying to do her job.
Right. So you wait till she's done, and then she's walking out to her car, and you're standing by her car.
No.
No, that doesn't quite. No.
I just don't know how you did it.
Yeah, I think you need to give up on guessing.
It was a slow night, you know, which really helped. And I was there with friends, so it wasn't like I was just there by myself.
Good.
And then finally, when it was like we were all leaving and they were starting to put the chairs up, I was like, look, I know you get hit on all the time, and I don't want to be a creep, and I want to keep coming into this bar, and I don't want it to be weird, but I'd love to go out sometime. I'd love to have a drink or have dinner or something. And is that something you'd be interested in? You just sort of like, you know, like put all my cards on the table.
Man, my heart just melted. That's the nicest thing I've ever heard. No wonder she agreed to a date with you.
And she was like, yeah, sure thing.
Cool.
What did you guys do when you went out?
So we just went out to dinner. And we chatted. Like it was really great. Actually, it was very easy. None of it felt like, what am I going to do or what am I going to talk about? It was all just very easy. And that felt great. That's usually not the case when it comes to going on a date. You know, usually I have to invent worlds of interesting things to talk about, and I feel like super, I don't know, self-conscious. And I didn't feel any of that. So it was awesome.
How did you guys end things?
Well, we went back to her place and continued talking, had another drink, and did a little makeout on the couch, like a little, so that was awesome. And actually her roommates came home like sort of in the middle of it, and that was super awkward.
And they're bartenders too, and they all joined in.
This fantasy gets better and better.
That would have been great. No, that didn't.
Damn.
But no, that didn't happen. So we just sort of stood up awkwardly. I mean, we were like, there was no clothing off. Like we weren't at that point.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was just sort of uncomfortable, but also kind of funny. But that was a pretty good segue to the end of the evening. She's like, hey, my roommates are home. Like, I should hang out. And I was like, yeah. But then as she walked me out, we kissed again. So I was like, okay. I felt like if we lost any momentum, we sort of got it back in that moment.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's great.
Right,
I mean, it sounds really sweet, to be honest with you.
It felt pretty great, to be honest with you.
So why do you think she's not calling back now?
I have no idea, and it's kind of making me crazy.
Are you showing up to the bar every day and just silently staring at her the whole time?
No, I haven't. I haven't been back to the bar just for other reasons, just because I've been too busy at work. But I also didn't want to like show up and be like, hey,
creepy.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, I didn't want to mess up my relationship to that bar either. And so now I'm worried, like, I don't know how many things I've messed up or if I've messed up anything. Like, she's a super cool person. Like, maybe she's just going out with somebody else.
Okay.
You know, and it could be totally fine. It's the not knowing part. It's really hard.
How long has it been?
It's been a little bit over a week.
Okay.
Right. You sound so normal and nice and respectful.
Oh, thanks, guys.
I feel like there's something that we're not getting.
Like wrong with it?
I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
That sounds great. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, Tom is on the phone, and he wants to call a girl named Heather. Tom did something that men have been trying to do for a long time. It's an age-old tradition. You saunter into the bar after a long day at work, and you pull up your stool, and you take off your hat, and you say, "Howdy, miss. I'd like 2 fingers of Jack, please.
I feel like we're in a
Why,
saloon.
your gams are looking good today.
Oh, not the gams.
I'm tired. Sure could use a load off. My dogs are barking. Been plowing the fields since 6 o'clock this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of plowing fields, how about you and me go back to my place? Or we just stay here at the bar, either one."
Man,
And that's what happened.
Forward.
In other words, Tom went out on a date with a bartender. He got her number, they went out for dinner, and he says that they had a great time, even ended the night with a makeout session back at her place that was broken up at some point by her roommates coming back and ruining the whole thing. But she kissed him before he left, and then that's the last he heard from her. So we're about to call her right now and find out what went wrong. Tom, ready to go, Chief?
Oh, yeah. Ready to go.
Now, are you concerned that if she says something really awful that you'll never be able to frequent the bar again? Because you like that bar.
I mean, that is definitely a concern, but I'd like to think of her well-being higher than that, but it's definitely a concern.
Okay.
There are lots of other bars out there and lots of other bartenders.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
like your motivational speech, Jubal. That was good.
Hey, that's it. I'm not telling you you're going to get a second date. Just, hey, there's probably other places that you could go, so don't worry about it. All right, I'm going to call her right now. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, is Heather there?
Yeah, this is her.
Hey, Heather, how are you? My name is Jubal. I host the morning show, Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. How did you get my number?
A friend of mine gave it to me, actually.
A friend of yours?
A friend of mine. His name is Tom. And you guys recently went out on a date.
Tom gave you my number?
Yeah.
What the Why the hell would Tom give you my number?
Well, we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. So Tom emailed us and told us about your date. And then
Oh, okay. He told you about our date.
Yes, he did. And then he also said that he's confused why you're not getting back to him because he'd like to see you again.
That's bullshit. I don't understand what the hell he's thinking.
I am confused by your reaction.
I think he didn't want to call you and ask because you've already proven that you don't want to talk to him because he's tried, I guess. Yeah. So he thought maybe we could get you on the phone and be successful.
Oh, he's... okay.
He sounded really nice.
He sounded nice? Yeah, I thought he was nice too until I found out who he really is. Whoa. He was acting like a f***ing ass. I mean, I don't know if he told you the whole story.
He said that you guys made out at the end of the night and you even kissed him again to tell him goodbye.
That was the biggest regret of my life. I swear to God, making out with that ass.
Wow, really? What did he do? Because he sounded nice and he didn't mention anything about being a jerk on your date. Yeah.
Well, obviously, he didn't give you the full story, but this is what actually happened. The night went great. As far as I knew, I was going to hang out with him probably the next day. But a couple days later, I went out with my friend back to that same restaurant that he took me to, which was amazing, by the way.
Wait, hold on. You went back to the same restaurant after going out on a date with Tom?
Right. Okay. So I went and we sat down. And this other random server came up to our table, and she looks at me and she goes, "Hey, would you mind having your brother give me a call sometime soon?"
Wait, what brother? Did you?
That's what I said. I don't have a brother. I don't know what she's talking about. I've never been to that restaurant before other than with Tom.
And Tom is not your brother.
Obviously, Tom is not my brother.
Right.
So was she talking about Tom?
I mean, I wasn't sure at the time what she was talking about, but she brings up seeing me a week and some days ago with some guy my brother, I guess. And she talks about how she met Tom when he went out for a cigarette. Apparently there's a spot in the back where all of the servers take their smoke break, and he was out there having a cigarette, and they started talking. And she said that they had made out, and clearly they had some form of a connection, because she was pretty upset that he hadn't contacted her about it, and he said none of this to me.
So wait, when did they make out, though? Like in the back alley while they're smoking, or later on?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I couldn't tell you when they made out, but obviously, I don't know this chick from a hole in the wall, and she claims that he was my brother, so clearly there must have been enough going on between them for her to assume that.
That is
I can understand why you think he's kind of a jerk then.
No, he's more than a jerk. He's a f***ing asshole and a pig.
So
the only reason why I didn't sleep with him is because my roommates came home. I was going to call him later, and then I find out when I went to the restaurant again that he actually was cheating on me. Like, what the hell?
Well, I don't know if you can call it cheating because you guys aren't really together.
I mean, I get it. It's low.
Right. Cheating might not be the word, but it's the lowest f***ing blow, and it's a disgusting move, and I would never want to be with a person who claims that it's okay to be with more than one chick in one night.
Oh, man.
I like
Well,
you.
Heather, I mean, every side has two stories. Would you like to hear Tom's side of the story?
No, I actually don't want to hear his side of the story. I actually don't even have time to be talking to you guys right now, but thanks for giving me a ring. Why don't you tell him to never contact me?
Well, how about you tell him? Because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Are you f***ing kidding me right now?
No, I'm not.
So he's been on the line he's heard this entire thing?
Yeah, you can say hi to him if you want.
Let me talk to him.
Tom?
Listen,
Hi.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
you should be sorry. You're a f***ing pig. That's the grossest thing I have ever experienced. And thankfully, I'm all right, but you really need some f***ing help.
Tom hung up.
He did?
Heather,
So he
Heather,
is
Tom,
guilty. I thought for sure.
He knew it was
Tom
coming.
hung up the phone on us.
Yeah, he's a f***ing p***. Of course he hung up the phone on you.
Oh, my God.
I want to, Heather, I know you said you were busy, but can I try to call him back? I want to
You
talk
can
to
do
him.
whatever you want. I don't care.
I'll let you yell at him.
He's obviously guilty if he hung up.
If
Right?
he wasn't so two-faced, right? So if he didn't paint such a picture of such a nice, I don't know what happened.
I'm going to try to call him back and see if he'll answer.
Oh, my God.
Hey, listen, man. I don't know what else I can say. I don't know what I can say.
Hey,
about
Tom,
this.
hang
This
on.
is all-
Tom, Heather's gone. We let her go. Okay, so she's not going to yell at you. All right?
Were you that scared of her?
it's not that I'm scared of her. It's that I just feel like a complete creepazoid. What do I say to her?
Is what she said true?
It's true.
What, dude?
What the hell,
So what
Tom?
did-
Why would you call us and not know what was going on?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I went out for a cigarette break, and I don't know. I didn't think that date one was like we're exclusive. I don't know. It was stupid. It was really dumb. Like,
And you told the waitress that she was your sister?
yeah.
Oh,
man.
Tom.
I just didn't. I mean, honestly, I didn't know she'd ever find out about it. It was dumb.
Man.
Like,
Tom, what about the makeout thing that she was talking about? Did you do that while you were out on the date?
Yeah.
did I make out with a girl while I was out on the date?
Yeah, like in the alley.
Yeah, I did. I was, we actually did a little bit more than make out. And
I'm right here, Tom. Are you kidding me right now? This is unbelievable.
Man, you guys said that she was not on the phone.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
God, we
I lied.
It's a lot of liars.
Heather, we weren't exclusive. I wasn't planning on it happening.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
so
I don't
sorry.
care. I don't care if we were exclusive or not, but it's called human decency to not sleep with two women within 2 hours from each other. That's all I'm saying.
And how the hell did you get that done in 5 minutes in an alleyway?
That's a long time. You're right. That is a long time.
I mean, just so everyone knows, we didn't go all the way. We just fooled around and some stuff happened.
Oh, yeah, no, they didn't have sex. Yeah, everyone standing ovation for the one who didn't have sex in the back alleyway of a restaurant. Like, really big of you, Tom. Like, really big of you.
I'm sorry. Heather, I'm really sorry. I just I had this night where I was on. Like, I was on fire. I was in the zone. There was
You
something
were on fire? What the hell are you talking about? This isn't a basketball game where you're shooting 3-pointers or something. No, this is you on a date with me, and you it up. I don't care if you were in the zone. I don't care if you just slam dunked the but you need to respect me. You need to seriously see me as a person that's worth your time, and you didn't. You disgust me.
I gotta agree with her on this one. Like, Tom, how could you go sit back down at a table after making out with some random chick in an alleyway and then have the gall to go back to Heather's house?
Oh, man. Look, I made a mistake, and I got caught up in the moment. It won't happen again. I don't think I'm going to be in this kind of situation again.
Yeah, you won't be in this kind of situation again because I'm never going to go on a date with you again. Do you understand that? Like, it's unbelievable that you even did that in the first place. You will not get another chance to do it again.
Listen, I hear you. I know what you're saying, Heather. You don't want to go out again. I want another chance to show you that I can do this, that I can be a
Do what? Do what? Don't the waitress on our next date? Is that your plan? Like,
You know what? It's baby steps, when dating. You got to start small and teach guys not to do that, Heather, would you be willing to go on a second date with Tom? We'll pay for it.
Would you please go out with me and let me prove that I can show you that I can...
You will not finish your sentence because I'm going to let you know exactly how I feel about you right now. You are a bag of You disgust me. I actually considered sleeping with women after you. You made me so disgusted with men. And you made me embarrassed to go out on a date with a person that I normally would never go on a date on. So grow a f***ing pair of balls and do not talk to me ever again.
Heather, does that mean that you won't date any of your customers anymore either?
Obviously, I've learned my lesson, and I'm never dating another customer ever again.
Great. Thanks a lot, Tom. You've ruined it for everybody. Damn it.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
A text in at 78592 says, I can see if it was a different night because they weren't exclusive, but during the date, with like tons of exclamation points and question marks, talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Tom wanted to call a girl named Heather. She wasn't calling him back after they went on a date. She was a bartender where he liked to go. He ended up asking her out, and they went out and had a decent date. But after the date, she wasn't calling him back. Why? Because she really liked the restaurant that he took her to. So she went back on another day with a friend of hers. And while she was there, the server came over and was like, hey, can you tell your brother to call me? Because he hasn't called me. It's like, what are you talking about? And she was like, oh, the guy you were in here with, your brother. She's like, well, it wasn't my brother. It was the guy I was dating. She's like, oh, well, because that day he said he was your brother. We went out back and messed around while I was on a smoke break and he went out for a cigarette.
Savage.
So he actually hooked up with another girl during the date, during dinner.
Wow.
On the date. Some dudes out there are like, "We's my hero."
So gross, man.
That's a lot of work. That is way too much work.
He didn't pull it off. He got caught and called out on the radio. Didn't pull it off at all. Although it does sound like the waitress still wanted a night with him. So
I think he's good. I think he'll just move on to the waitress and be able to get it there. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back. Just if you hooked up with somebody else during your date, probably know you got caught, and don't bother sending us an email on that one.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Everybody has their move when they're trying to get attention from somebody they think is attractive. I know for me, my move has always been called the waterfall.
Whoa,
I'm guessing you named it and call it that yourself.
Yep. Anytime I see a lady that I think is attractive, I just open up my mouth and let the drool fall out all the way down my chin. The waterfall.
Yeah.
Trust me, it works. They might not realize it at first, but you follow them around for 15 minutes with drool falling down your chin, they get the hint pretty quickly that you think they are attractive.
So weird they give you attention.
And the guy on the phone today for a second date update told us that he used his patented move in order to get a date with the girl that he wants to call today. What's up, Michael?
Hey, how's it going?
Michael, I'm already kind of cringing because anytime someone says that they have a patented move, it usually means they're pretty douchey.
I don't know. This is pretty good. I think you'll like it.
Oh, you do?
Douchey, huh?
Tell us what your move is.
Well, I was at a mixer with a couple buddies of mine, and we were kind of bored, just there and kind of looking around, and the talent wasn't that great, but there was this one girl that probably the hottest girl in the room, and they were saying that there was no way that I could ever get her to go out with me.
Okay, because you were obviously not the hottest guy in the room.
I wouldn't say that. But, yeah. So I took what they said as a challenge, and I basically started waving to her from across the room.
Smooth.
And
like frantically?
He's not done yet, guys.
No, I mean, yeah, not frantically. I was just sort of like waving like at her like I kind of knew her, and other people started to look at me and they were waving back, and I was like, no, not you, or you. I was like trying to get the hot girl's attention.
Nice.
So I keep waving at her, and she finally was like, who, me? And I was like, yeah, come on over. And so she walks on over, and she's like, can I help you? And I said, oh, I thought you were someone else.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you get talking.
Yeah, then you start up a conversation right there.
Exactly. I introduced myself. My buddies behind me were kind of like laughing and kind of patting me on the back. And I was able to ask her out.
Okay.
And
nice.
Yeah, it worked. And yeah, we went out for dinner and we got drinks and we had a really great time.
Awesome.
Yeah, it sounds like it. She's not calling you back.
Yeah, about that, like, I think there was one moment. So, okay, we were at dinner, and, like, we're pretty far into the date, and a buddy of mine happens to be at the restaurant as well. So he comes over, and I introduce him to her, and I actually don't remember her name for that moment.
Oh, no, man.
Worst case
Yeah, and I'm doing the thing where, like, you know, I say his name and maybe he will ask her what her name is, and it doesn't happen. And
I hate it when people can't pick up on that cue. You're like, this is my friend Joe. Joe, this is...
Somebody help me?
Yeah,
Joe's
and he didn't help
supposed
you
to
out.
say, I'm Joe. What's your name?
What is her name, by the way?
Deanna.
Sorry to put you on the spot like that.
No, yeah. I won't forget now.
So wait, I mean, if you called this girl and set up a date, how did you forget her name?
I don't. It just kind of blanked on me for a second. I guess I was just blurred by her hotness. I don't know.
There you go.
That's a good excuse.
Yeah. So I'm guessing that she noticed that you didn't remember her name.
Yeah, for sure. She just actually stared at me for a few seconds and just let me sweat it out.
Oh, that sucks.
Kept the awkwardness.
At least she was. She seemed like she had a good sense of humor about it.
Yeah. She was playing along.
And I want to give you a hard time, but it's so hard to remember people's names.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, what was the mood like after that moment?
It was pretty good. She kept calling me the wrong name for the rest of the night, so that was kind of her way.
Yeah.
I like her.
At least it turned into a joke with you guys, and she didn't just get mad and walk out of the restaurant.
Yeah, exactly.
So, how did everything end with whatever her name is?
Oh, Deanna, I drove there and actually asked if she wanted a ride home, and she actually said she had called an Uber, and she went home that way, and that was a little weird because I thought everything was great, but
Yeah, but some girls don't want to like open the door to having you come into their house, or she doesn't know you that well.
That's true. So now it's been about 8 days or so, and I haven't really talked to her. I shot her a text a couple times, and haven't really heard back. So
I feel like if you have an awesome date like that and you have such a great time, why wouldn't you call her that night or the next morning and just say, hey, I had such a good time?
I mean, I feel like there are like rules around that, right? That
No, every girl likes that. I'm telling you. Nobody wants to wait for a text that says, hey, you want to go out again?
Maybe you're right. I probably screwed that one up as well, and hoping you guys can help me.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can do it. We'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Great.
All right, man. Just hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Oh, names. They're so difficult. Especially when you're out on a date and you can't remember the name of the person you went out with.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's been 6 years working together, and you still forget mine sometimes.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's why anytime I've ever gone out on a date, I never call them by their name. I just play it safe, and I give everybody the nickname Stinky Pants. Hey, Stinky Pants. So excited to be out with you. This is my friend Stinky Pants, everybody. I've never gotten a lot of calls back, but at least I didn't screw up their name like Michael did, who's on the phone to do a second date update right now. He met a girl girl named Deanna at a mixer with his bros. They actually dared him that he couldn't get a date with her, and he did. And then they went out to dinner, and he ran into another friend. And when he was trying to introduce her to his friend, he forgot her name.
Oh, man.
So he thinks that's the biggest thing that did him in. We're going to get her on the phone right now and find out.
Now, you're trying to get a date because you actually really like her, not just because you want to prove to your bros that the date actually worked out.
Definitely. We had a really good time. We had a lot in common. I think there was something there.
Okay.
Well, I'll dial her phone number right now and see what she has to say, okay?
Thanks, Stinky Pants.
No problem, Stinky Pants. See? It's catchy.
It is kind of
All
catchy.
right, let's give her a call.
Hello.
Hey, Stinky Pants.
Excuse me?
Hi, is this Deanna?
Yes.
How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What? Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
I think I've heard of you once before.
Okay, cool.
So
Awesome.
it was positive.
Oh.
Well, the reason I'm calling you today is because one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his name is Michael.
Michael. Oh, Michael. Mm-hmm.
Sounds like you have heard of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's another
So,
Got a motor.
That's more of a concern.
Concern?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Thank you for helping to interpret your language.
Mm-hmm.
So Michael sent us an email saying that he took you out on a date, but now you're not getting back to him for another date, and he's wondering why.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Did he know?
He did, yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
He wants to know if maybe he did something wrong on your date.
Did something wrong.
Did you like Michael?
At first, I mean, that's the reason why I went out with him, but I'm curious what he told you, actually.
Well, I'll tell you. He said that he met you while you guys were at some mixer or something, and then he took you out to dinner. He said you guys had a fun time. He thinks the only reason that you're not calling him back is because he forgot your name while you guys were out.
I mean, that did happen, but, it wasn't a huge deal to me. It was something totally different, actually.
Yeah, it sounded like you took it in stride and made fun of him the rest of the evening.
Oh, he told you that, did he? Yeah. I had fun with it.
Yeah, I was impressed. I was like, good move on your part.
Yeah, I definitely had fun with him on that part, but...
It sounds like you don't like him very much.
I'm not the biggest fan of him right now.
Why?
Why I don't like him? Well, did he tell you that he Facebook Lived our whole date?
What?
What?
I don't understand what you even mean by that.
So you know how you can Facebook Live video?
Yeah.
So he had his buddy that was a couple tables away Facebook video our entire date.
What?
Really?
Like some creeper was sitting a couple tables away from you recording your date and you didn't know?
I didn't know until I went on his Facebook page and
Oh my god.
Wow.
and I saw that he was tagged in a video and that I was in it.
Oh my god.
So you got to actually watch and recap your date on his Facebook page then.
Yeah, the full recap.
Oh my
God. How many people were watching?
I don't know, hundreds maybe.
Oh my god, I
Wow.
would be freaking out. How have you not called him and read him the riot act, man?
I was better to ignore him.
Yeah. You don't want to call him up and leave it on his voicemail or something because I could see the internet too. Everything could with him.
Exactly. I don't even want to talk to him anymore. I don't even want another reason.
Oh my god, what
It's too bad. I probably shouldn't tell you that he's on the other line and wants to talk to you then, huh?
What do you mean?
I mean that he's listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
What?
Hey. Hey, Deanna.
What is going on? Why is he on the phone right now?
Oh my god, I am so sorry.
Surprise.
Oh, wow.
Deanna, I wasn't. I didn't know that it was happening either. Actually, because my buddy who was there, who loves to play pranks on me, told me afterwards. So I'm really sorry that happened. And I'm really embarrassed. I did not mean for you to see that, and I definitely would never want to do something like that. And, I actually had a really good time with you. And
Oh my
He's just
god.
rambling right now.
Deanna, tell him to shut up. My god.
I'm just in shock by this whole thing that this would,
Yeah.
I was in
that
shock
you'd even
too.
call me like through a radio station. I mean, geez, I don't know.
I
I
know.
feel like you guys are kind of nerdy to do this. Like, you got to pick maybe some better friends or something. That's kind of rude,
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I do need to get better friends. Like, I was thinking about that the whole time. Like, I couldn't believe that, they were broadcasting us. Like,
Wait, thinking about it the whole time. So you knew about this the whole time during our date, that you were being filmed? Or I was being filmed? You knew about this?
Look, Deanna, all I knew... I did have my buddy, like, I wanted him to come and just get a photo of the two of us on the date.
What?
Instead,
What?
he totally messed with me and you and us and, made a video about this whole thing. And you're totally
Do you,
right.
never go out on dates or something that you need to document it for your friends?
No, I just thought I wanted a picture for Facebook because you're so pretty.
What?
Oh, my God.
What? The better thing would have been to just ask, maybe. You ever think about that? Just ask me, like, hey, can I get a photo with you? Instead of have some
You're right.
paper.
You're right. I should have asked, but I thought that would be awkward, too, to ask you for a photo in the middle of our date. You know what I mean?
No, not really. I mean, people take photos all the time when they're out and about. I mean, what's weird is that your friend video recorded the whole thing without me knowing.
And Michael, what were you going to do with the picture if he only took a picture? Like, you're going to post that and expect her not to see it on social media as well? She's going to find out one way or the other. You got some creeper taking photos of you guys.
I guess you're right. I mean, I just wanted her to, see it eventually, if things were to work out between us, it would be this really great, first date memento that we could go back and say, hey, look at us. And, it's kind of this romantic gesture.
And then at that point, you'd have been together so long that she wouldn't be able to leave you because it's still weird, Michael.
It is. It's like saying, I collected your hair on the first date and I still have it.
I didn't collect hair this time. I mean, I didn't collect hair.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Deanna, would you like to go on a second date with Michael?
Oh,
We'll pay for it. We'll put cell phone blocking devices in every corner of the restaurant so that he can't stream it on the internet.
Deanna, before you decide, I'll tell you right now that I'm going to ask my buddy to remove the video from Facebook, and I'll even report him because you're right. It's totally unacceptable, and it should not have ever happened.
Oh, you hear that, Deanna? He will report his friend to Facebook for you.
The damage has already been done. It's been up for a week. If he cared that much, he would have deleted it, a while ago. I don't know.
I just didn't know that you were going to see it. I
didn't know you were going to see it. It's live out there on Facebook for everybody to see.
I just thought with privacy settings and stuff that I was going to set it up.
Check that, buddy.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it didn't happen.
I mean, if you were that upset at your friend, you think you would have told him when you saw it, and had him take it down then. And obviously you didn't. Obviously you liked it.
No, I didn't. I didn't actually like it. I just thought it was...
No, she doesn't mean you click like on the post. Oh. She means you liked it, as a person, you enjoyed it.
Oh my God, the more we talk,
you obviously enjoyed it if you didn't have your friend take it off or you didn't delete it off your page.
There it is.
There we go.
And it sounds like you've watched it maybe one too many times as well, Michael.
I just really thought you were pretty and wanted to keep that memory of you because I hadn't heard from you in 8 days or something. So
You cannot spin that one to romance.
So, Deanna, is that an official no from you then?
Yeah, that's a no. I'm sorry, but I'm not feeling it.
That's all right.
Yeah, shocking.
Michael, at least you always have your Facebook memory, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's gonna pop up year after year on that date, isn't it?
It is.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says Facebook ruins another relationship.
Right?
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. This dude named Michael wanted to call a girl named Deanne. They met at a party. His friends actually bet him that he couldn't get a date with her, and he did. He thought the reason she wasn't calling back was because he forgot her name on their first date. But the real reason she wasn't calling back was because one of his buddies was there Facebook living the whole thing. And then she went to his Facebook page and saw he was tagged in the video and had no interest in going out with him.
It's creepy and it's really dorky.
Yeah, it
Like,
is.
do you never go on a date, man? Like, act like you've been there before, dude.
Sounds like he doesn't very much. And probably isn't going to be going on anytime soon. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.